the Creator Games, or as I go by, Creator, and I'm here to tell you that I've opened up commissions. Yippee! Now, you might not really know me, but if you're looking at the YouTube channel right now, you know me as the Sanseiyu Gotcha Kid. But I've decided I've abandoned that a while ago. I think my last upload was like 1 year ago. But I'm here to open commissions. Now, I'll preface this with a few guidelines. First, you pay afterwards. This is so if I lose motivation, you haven't wasted your money. Also, I don't do sketches digitally anymore, at least in the normal sense. So, if you really need to see a sketch and you want to tweak it so you're not disappointed, I can give you the very bare bones before, like, coloring. I mainly do line work instantly. And, yeah. And now, I'll have, like, a cap on spots, so 3 to 4, so I don't lose motivation. I don't want to be stressed. And, yeah, I'll update that in the YouTube comments, like, actively. And with the people, if you want to add another person to it, you have like a full body, pay the full body price, and to add another character, whatever you have, if they're a chibi, like headshot or whatever, you pay that price for it to add it on. Now, let's move on to prices, starting with traditional sketches. Since I don't do sketches digitally anymore, I will do them on paper. And we're starting with cookies. We have a headshot for $1, a half body for $2, and a full body for $3. And then we have my chibi style, which is $2 for a headshot, $3 for a half body, and $4 for a full body. Now on to my normal style, which is $5 for a headshot, $6 for a half body, and $7 for a full body. Now, with my normal style, it's customizable in a way. You can do different ear shapes, different eye shapes, different nose shapes, and different body types. What you see here is not the definitive thing. Now, on to digital versions. And we have the cookies first. With digital, a headshot is 6, a half body is 7, and a full body is 8. We also have shaded versions. $7 for a headshot, $8 for a half body, and $9 for a full body. On the cookies, that's gonna probably be the only one where I try to do colored outlines, because it just looks better on those. Now, with chibi, for just the base color, we have $7 for a headshot, $8 for a half body, and $9 for a full body. For shaded, we have $8 for a headshot, $9 for a half body, and $10 for a full body. For my normal, more realistic style, we have $10 for a headshot, $11 for a half body, and $12 for a full body. With the shaded version, $11 for the headshot, $12 for the half body, and $13 for the full body. And also, for digital, we have object show OCs. If you want one without color, it will cost 50 cents. Color and slight shading will be $1. They're cheap because they're easy to make. On to backgrounds. With backgrounds, we have this little cool pattern. I really like doing it, so it's $1. We have shapes, $2. And for a detailed background with whatever you want, it will be $4, since those take me a lot of time. And yeah, that should be it. I hope you consider me for your commissions, and have a good day, you know? And you can just come back and pause on the video wherever you need to look. And yeah, goodbye.